Hello dear students, welcome to my class. I am Anjum Sheikh. In previous video, we have discussed about fertilization and implantation. In this video, we will be discussing about pregnancy and embryonic development. Pregnancy is the term used to describe the period in which a fetus develops inside a woman's womb or uterus. Pregnancy usually lasts about 40 weeks or just over 9 months as measured from the last menstrual period to delivery. After implantation, the finger-like projections appear on the trophoblast called as chorionic villi. The uterine tissue and maternal blood it surrounds the chorionic villi. The chorionic villi and the uterine tissue they together form a structural and functional organic structure between developing embryo and tissues of the mother called as placenta. This placenta is very important tissue. It is the connection between the mother and the developing embryo. See, what is placenta? What are its functions? The placenta facilitates the supply of oxygen and nutrients to the embryo. It is the connecting link between the mother and the developing fetus or embryo. It helps in the removal of carbon dioxide as well as excretory waste materials produced by the embryo. The placenta is connected to the embryo through an umbilical cord which helps in the transport of substances to and from the embryo. It also acts as an endocrine tissue and produces several hormones like human chorionic gonadotropin, that is HCG, which is helpful in detection of pregnancy, then human placental lactogen HPL, estrogens, progesterones, etc. A hormone called as relaxin. It is also secreted by the ovary in the later phases of the pregnancy. HCl, HCG, HPL and relaxin. These are produced in women only during pregnancy. Here you can see the placenta. It is a disc-like structure which connects the developing embryo or developing fetus to its mother. Here you can see the cord-like structure. This cord-like structure which connects the growing baby to the mother, and this cord-like structure is called as umbilical cord. Here you can see that this is a developing fetus. This is placenta and this cord-like structure is called as the endometrium, umbilical cord. The levels of other hormones like estrogens, progesterones, cortisol, prolactin, thyroxine, etc. These are increased several folds in the maternal blood. Increased production of all the hormones is essential for supporting the fetal growth, metabolic changes in the mother and maintenance of the pregnancy. See, these hormones are very essential for the maintenance of the pregnancy. After implantation, now you know what is implantation. Implantation is the process in which the blastocyst, which is the mass of the cells, it gets attached itself to the wall of the uterus. It is implantation. So after implantation, the inner cell mass is differentiated into outer layer called as ectoderm and an inner layer which is called as endoderm with a middle layer. Three layers give rise to all organs in the adults. The cells which have the potency to give rise to any types of cells in the body are called as stem cells. What are stem cells? The cells which have the potency to give rise to any types of cells in the body are called as the stem cells. The placenta is a rich source of stem cells. The placental stem cells like umbilical cord, blood and bone marrow stem cells, this can be used to cure chronic blood related disorders such as sickle cell disease, thalassemia, leukemia, etc. This stem cell therapy useful to cure so many diseases. See, here you may see the potential uses of the stem cells. The stem cells collected from the placenta can be used to treat baldness, blindness, deafness, then sclerosis, myocardial infection, muscular dystrophy, even diabetes also. Even it is useful to control cancer, spinal cord injury, osteoarthritis, wound healing. It is also useful for missing teeth. Then it is also useful for many brain problems such as stroke, traumatic brain injury, learning defects, Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, etc. So this stem cell theory is very important. The fetal development. There are three stages of the growth. The pregnancy is divided into three trimesters. First trimester, second trimester and third trimester. Here you may see the month-wise development of the fetus. This is the stage in the first month, second month, 3 month and so on. How the development in the fetus takes place. The unborn baby is known as fetus. Now we will discuss about the first trimester. The first trimester spans from conception to 12 weeks. This is generally the first 3 months of the pregnancy. The first trimester lasts for the 3 months of the pregnancy. So during this trimester, baby will change from a small grouping of cells to a fetus that is starting to have the baby's features. Now what changes takes place in the first month? See, as the fertilized egg grows, a watertight sac forms around it and it is gradually filling with a fluid. This is called as amniotic sac and it helps to cushion the growing embryo. During this time, the placenta also develops in the first month of pregnancy. The placenta is a round, flat organ that transfers nutrients from the mother to the baby. It also transfers waste from the baby. See how amazing it is that by the end of the first month, baby is about 1/4 inch long, smaller than a grain of rice. Then second month, the baby's facial features continue to develop. Each hair begins as a little fold of skin at the side of the head. Then tiny buds that eventually grow into arms and legs are forming. The fingers, toes and eyes are also forming in the second month. At the same time, the neural tube. These are the parts of the brain, spinal cord and other neural tissue are forming. The digestive tract and sensory organs also begin to develop. The bones start to replace cartilage. The baby's head is large in proportion to the rest of its body at this point. At about 6 weeks, the baby's heartbeat can usually be detected. So it confirms that baby is growing well. At about 6 weeks, the baby's heartbeats can usually be detected. After the 8th week, the baby is called fetus instead of an embryo. Up to 8th week, the growing baby is called as embryo and after the 8th week, the baby is called as a fetus. By the end of the second month, baby is about 1 inch long and it weighs about 1/30 of an ounce. In third month, the baby's arms, hands, fingers, feet and toes are fully formed. At this stage, the baby is starting to explore a bit by doing things like opening and closing its fists and mouth. Its fingernails and toenails are beginning to develop and the external ears are also formed. The beginning of teeth are formed under the gums. The baby's reproductive organs also develop, but it's difficult to distinguish the gender of the baby on ultrasound. Then the second trimester begins after third month. This middle section of pregnancy is often thought of as the best part of the experience. By this time, any morning sickness is probably gone. Generally, women suffer from vomiting like problems which is known as morning sickness in the first trimester of pregnancy. but in second trimester it is probably gone and the discomfort of early pregnancy has faded. The baby will start to develop facial features during this month. The mother may also start to feel movements as her baby flips and turns in the uterus. It happens in the second trimester. Now what happens in the fourth month? The baby's heartbeat may now be audible through an instrument which is called as a Doppler. The fingers and toes are well defined. Eyelids, eyebrows, eyelashes, nails and hairs are formed. Teeth and bones become denser. Now the baby can even suck his or her thumb, yawn, stretch and make faces. The nervous system is also starting to function. The reproductive organs and genitalia are now fully developed and doctor can see on ultrasound if there is a boy or a girl. But in India it is banned to tell the sex of the growing baby because of the female infanticide. Now in fifth month, the mother may begin to feel her baby moving around. The baby is developing muscles and exercising them. The first movement is called as quickening and it can feel like a flutter. The hair also begin to grow on baby's head, the baby's shoulders, back and temples. These are covered by soft fine hair called as lanugo. This hair protects the baby and is usually shed at the end of the baby's first week of life. The baby's skin is covered with a whitish coating called as vernix caseosa. It is a cheesy substance and it is thought to protect the baby's skin from the long exposure to the amniotic fluid. This coating is also shed just before birth. In 6th month, if you could look inside the uterus at the baby right now, you would see that baby's skin is reddish in color, wrinkled and veins are visible through the baby's translucent skin. In the 6th month, the skin of the baby is translucent. The baby's fingers and toe prints are visible. In this stage, the eyelids begin to part and the eyes open. The baby responds to sounds by moving or increasing the pulse. In this month, the mother may notice jerking motions if baby hiccups. In 7th month, the baby will continue to mature and develop reserve of the body fat. At this point, the baby's hearing is fully developed. The baby changes position frequently and responds to the stimuli. The stimuli include sound, pain and light. At this stage, the amniotic fluid begins to diminish as the fetus is growing. Third trimester, it is the final part of the pregnancy. Throughout the third trimester, the baby will gain weight quickly, adding body fat that will help after birth. The typical full-term pregnancy is 40 weeks. In 8th month, the baby will continue to mature and develop reserves of the body fat. The mother may notice that her baby is kicking more. The baby's brain is developing rapidly at this time and baby can see and hear. Most internal systems are well developed, but the lungs may still be immature. If the baby is born in the 8th month, it can survive. 9th month. During this stage, the baby will continue to grow and mature. The lungs are close to being fully developed at this point. The baby's reflexes are coordinated, so he or she can blink, close the eyes, turn the head, grasp firmly and respond to sounds, light and touch. This is the final month of the pregnancy, weeks 37 to 40. In this final month, mother could go into labor at any time. She may notice that her baby moves less due to tight space. At this point, the baby's position may have changed to prepare for birth. Ideally, the baby is head down in the uterus. She may feel very uncomfortable in this final stretch of time as the baby drops down into the pelvis and prepares for birth. The baby is ready to meet the world at this point, and once the labor pains begin, the baby is welcome to the world. In next video, we will be studying about the parturition as well as lactation. Thank you.